I'm here today with my 2003 Saturn L200. I just picked this one up a couple days ago, and it is an awesome car. But today, in this video, I'm going to be going over the reasons why this car is such a great car for those of you on a budget. Let's get started.
Start from the outside. You can see it's got nice clean paint. Actually, up here on the front it has daylight running lights, which is a nice safety feature, and those stay on at all times. It's got decent looking wheels. Paint's held up very nice. The one thing here is towards the back where you can see that actually the paint is faded off that panel a little bit, and they're actually made of plastic, that side of the panel. I don't know why Saturn did that, but there's GM for you. Other than that, in the back you can see that the paint's really nice. And just going around the car, we can see how clean it looks. It's actually a very nice little car. Not bad looking for a budget car, if you ask me. And we also have heated passenger and driver side mirrors. On the inside, you can see it's a standard layout. We got our basic window controls here, power mirrors. Then over here we have two cup holders, which is nice. It's got a small center console, but plenty of room in there. Then we also have a little storage spot right here. You can put, you can charge your phone and everything from there. And then we got a little spot to put some more stuff right there. Our standard air controls for heating and air conditioning. And then we have our radio. Radio works great. Then you have your emergency blinkers right there. And I don't know what this material is, but it feels kind of weird. It's not plastic, it's like a rubber on top of plastic. But anyways, it hasn't cracked or anything, which is a nice thing it hasn't done. Saturn symbol right there in the middle, kind of cool. Then we got our cruise control buttons right there. Those are standard. And then our seats in the back here. Plenty of room for 5 people. Not too bad. And then we also have another charging port back here, which you can see. Just another view from this side and the back seats here. And then onto the passenger side here. Haven't done any cleaning whatsoever on this car, so that's why it's as dirty as it is. Again, I just picked it up a couple days ago. But you can see that actually there's like an interesting design in the cloth, which is kind of cool. And one thing that's very interesting to me is that these seats right here, when you sit in them, these side bolsters really hold you in. And you can see, like, looking at an angle there, they actually hold you into the seat real nice and firm. So if you're bigger than me, I think it's going to be a little interesting for you to be sitting in these types of seats. And we have a nice size glove compartment with a vanity light. And you can see with the seats down, there's actually quite a bit of space back here. And you can see with the seats down, looking from the back of the trunk here, just how much space is in there. There's enough to probably sleep 2 people. And not only that, even with the seats up, there is plenty of storage space in this trunk. You also have an armrest here with 2 more cup holders. Under the hood here, we have a 2.2 liter 4-cylinder engine, and this thing is fairly easy to work on. You got your intake, your combustion, and your exhaust out there. So everything is really straightforward and easy to get to. You can see just how much room we have back here between the block of the engine itself and the firewall. Also, the gas mileage on this car is great, being a 4-cylinder, around 26 to 30 miles a gallon. Also, when it comes to repairs, there is readily available parts for this car, and they're very cheap. And when you have your hood propped up, you can see on the cover there, it actually has a Saturn symbol with Saturn written in there. And getting behind the wheel of this car, the car is very smooth. And you're gonna start to notice some noise here in a minute. I'm sure you could probably hear it off the camera. And that's because it's got a bad wheel bearing. It's very cheap for the part. I could probably get the part for $20, $30 at my cost. and do the work myself. So it's no real big deal. That's one of the only issues this vehicle has. Also, the car's very smooth. The steering wheel and the turning is very nice and smooth. Really easy to turn the wheel. The car rides smooth. Again, just that noise builds up because of that bad bearing, and that's kind of annoying, especially when I'm trying to listen to the radio that works great. Also, another thing is that when you put the car into drive, the door locks automatically lock, which is a nice safety feature to have in this here vehicle. And as I'm going down the road, sitting here enjoying these comfortable seats, it kind of feels like there's a little bit of a lumbar support in the back of the seat, even though there's really not. It's just the way the seat's designed, and it's actually very comfortable to sit in. I do like the bolstering on the sides. It makes it a little more comfortable, say, going on some long road trips, which is always a plus. And the car does have sufficient power. I just don't really care about the power in this car. I'm more concerned about the gas mileage and the reliability. And again, the reliability and the gas mileage are great. As I mentioned, there's a lot of readily available parts for this vehicle. You can find them in the junkyard or online. And it's fairly cheap and easy to maintain in just about every aspect of vehicle ownership. So the car's reliable, it's roomy, seats for 5, the seats go down, big trunk space. The car parts are readily available for this vehicle. Cheap to get the parts, cheap to maintain it, easy to work on if you do the work yourself. There's really not too much that's been wrong with this vehicle. It's just a great car, and it's good on the gas mileage, cheap to insure, and it looks good. I mean, it's only 16 years old. It's really not that old of a vehicle. And for the price that you can get this vehicle for, which is under $1,000, you really can't go wrong. I mean, just everything about this car is just great. It's just fun to drive. It's just a nice commuter car. And if you're looking for something that's fairly cheap and you just need something to get you from the A to B, this is the car for you. I definitely would recommend it. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope it helped you out. Please comment below any questions you have for me. Happy to respond to you. And I'm going to be bringing some more content forth for you soon. So go ahead, make sure to like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I'll be seeing you soon.